Hi there! I'm super excited to do this eyebrow shaping video with you guys, cause I'll be using this. Tweezers. Ouch, right? And this, my freshly cleaned eyebrow brush. And of course, my Maybelline's Fashion Brow Eyebrow Palette. Let's start. So, as you can see, my brows look pretty okay. The hairs aren't too long or unruly, and I don't really have to tweeze above or in between them. When shaping your brows, you need to be aware about the 3 points: the start, the arch, and the end, or tail, on both sides of course. I've pretty much memorized mine already, since I just follow my natural brow shape and clean up the mess under it. There's an actual guide people use when it comes to brow shape and length, and that's the one I've been following for years, and it's something I'm recommending as well. I'm showing you the guide on both sides of my face so you'll know how to do it. See, my brows are just kind of fading in at the start. That's the way I like it. I've never been a fan of boxy, squarish brows. And the tails of my brows need to extend a little bit more. You get the picture. Now starting over with super clean brows to draw on. Why am I drawing on it? Well, if it's your first time styling your own brows, of course you'd want to know what it would look like once you're done shaping it. Once that's done, I can just get rid of everything that's not part of the brow shape I want. Easy, right? I follow the guide I showed you for the length and the shape of my brows. As for the thickness, I suggest you follow your natural brow thickness and just clean up around it until it feels right. If it's too thick for you, make it a bit thinner. Just don't overdo it. Use a tweezer like I do so you're more in control. I got closer to the camera so you can see I'm actually pulling hairs out. It's quite thin now, but it wasn't always that way. My brows have been shaped to shape a lot of times before for special occasions. I used to have my hair and makeup done, and it's much quicker that way. But that only made them grow faster and thicker. You know how stubbles get sharp and annoying? I hated that. Now I'm tweezers all the way. Yes, it hurts, kind of, when you pull the hairs out, and shaving would be less painful unless you cut yourself while doing it. Tweezing is less painful than threading and waxing, which are 2 more ways to get rid of unwanted brow hair. All 3 would make the hairs grow less, thinner, and slower after every session. But if you're planning on doing it yourself, the tweezer is your best friend. Well-groomed brows with no extra cost. So that's how I could go for months without having to groom my brows. I don't even have to tweeze right now, but I did because my friend Christy requested for this video. Last time I tweezed my brows was around May this year, and it's September now, so they're still barely visible after 4 months. I bet I could have waited it out until March next year. It would be kind of visible, I think, even under some BB cream or foundation. When was the last time a blade touched my brows? Around 9 to 10 years ago. I've never had them waxed for fear of the waxing lady making a mistake, and I've had threading a couple of times because it makes me feel like I have sunburned eyelids for the first 2 hours after each session. Not to mention the actual threading. Nope, I'd rather tweeze. At least I could breathe and rest and stretch and prepare myself for the pain if I have to. I usually tweeze my brows standing in front of a full mirror so I could hold my eyelid with the other hand. It's much easier that way and less painful as well. Another plus in tweezing is that you can pull out each hair strand according to the correct direction, including the occasional misplaced eyelash. Trust me, the pain becomes more manageable eventually. I cried and it took me hours the first time I did it, because there were lots more hair and I was second guessing the amount of hair I should get rid of, and I was stopping a lot to rest and breathe. It still hurts now, but this is the brow life I chose. A bit of redness, but that'll go down quick. If you're gonna do this, wait for 5 hours to wet or wash your face. See you next time.